back to episode 10 of my whole Homegrown Heroes series. We are in the Premiership. We have signed a few pre-contract players. Lord Heskey, Emil Heskey and John Flanagan from Liverpool. We actually finished second last season. I didn't show you that last episode. Can't complain too much because we did end off in the Premiership. We finished second in the automatic promotion spot. I'm quickly running through the players that I don't think have what it takes to be in the Premiership for me this year, and players that I just want gone purely for the argument of a bit more money, because 17.5 mil isn't a lot in the Premiership. It's more than I've had in other clubs, but it's not a lot when you're looking for only English players or only a set type of player that you want. I'm ideally going to be looking for a few key players. You'll be seeing who I get later on in this episode and most likely next episode, because I am trying to get as much into per episode as I can. So last episode you saw me take the England job, and I said I was only going to be playing the games if they weren't group stage games. We are now in the European finals, in the semi-finals against Germany, and if I beat Germany in this game we get to play in the finals, and for my first international club team in FIFA 16 I could be taking home the Euros, or the European trophy, whatever you want to call it. Germany and whoever next are two really hard teams. England and Germany don't have the best of records. Germany normally smashes us, so I'm going to try and beat that. I've put out a few of my whole players and you may notice them in this game. Fraser's in goal, just so he can get some international minutes under his belt. Harry Kane was very, very close to scoring a goal there. Leighton Baines, again, I'm not a free kick person. Maybe I should start practicing a bit more. That was a fantastic free kick. Luckily the keeper saved it. Muller, absolutely taking out a player, only getting a yellow. I think the referee might be a little bit biased there. To be all truthful, it wasn't that bad of a foul. I just put that in because it was getting really boring, this game. It was 0-0 for, as you can see, like 87 minutes. And then Klein passes the ball to Thomas Ince, who at this point was playing for a championship team, I believe. And he scores the winning goal. He scores his first England goal against Germany in the semi-finals of the Euros. That is probably the best debut goal ever. So, as you can see, final whistle blows, 1-0, and we go on to the finals of the European trophy, of the European Cup, and we're playing France. Can't believe France beat Spain. I would have liked to play Spain in the final. So yeah, Thomas Ince scoring that first goal. I'm going to make it my job to get Thomas Ince to Hull. I know he was originally there the other season before Hull got rid of him, but he's a fantastic player. I've liked him since Blackpool. To be all truthful, if you go back to my FIFA 2014 year, I used to sign him all the time. FIFA 15 I used to sign him. So it is a player that I'm good with on the game, and I like him as a player overall. He joined Derby over joining Inter Milan, picking the smaller club. I think he knows that he can get better gameplay and he can perform better at a lower club than being on the bench every week. And obviously his father's Paul Ince, fantastic player. Met him at a Dagenham and Redbridge match game about 4 or 5 years ago, when I believe he was in charge of MK Dons. So yeah, we're into the 8th minute of the game, very early on, and Klein, my right back, who set up Ince in the semi-finals, scores so early on. I was a little bit worried because early goals for me aren't the greatest. I always want early goals. I always want to improve from an early goal, but against a big team, things like that happen, and it was my fault because I brought the keeper out, but I was not expecting him to take it out on the wing to shoot it in. 90th minute, I get a corner. Actually thought I was going to score here. Nothing happens. It's always my luck. And this is the final set play of the 90th minutes. The whistle gets blown any second now, and we go into added time. I was a little bit cautious again because I don't think I've had many additional games that go into additional time, and I kept getting a few yellow cards. I was getting frustrated. I got a free kick on the edge of the box. Leighton Baines again, after that free kick I thought he might have been able to do something special. Went a little bit high that time. France was still hungry for a winning goal, as so was I. 105 minutes in, France whips a ball in, and I'm not even sure how he misses that. Like, he was literally on the line. Going into the second half of additional time, I thought that was going to be a penalty. It doesn't matter. Leighton Baines, our left back, has scored the winning goal. So in this game, one of the most important games in your career, the strikers aren't performing and the left back and right back have to score. So the whistle blows any second now and we win the European trophy. We win the Euros. We are Euro 2016 or whatever it is now. We are the champions of Europe and we beat France 2-1 from 2 defending goals, or 2 defenders' goals even. So, Thomas Ince, I was trying to get on a little bit of a cheap. I didn't want to spend all my money on him. Again, he's a championship player. He shouldn't have cost that much. I was going for Butland because he's the best young English keeper. I don't really want Hart. His wages are too high. Butland is number 2 and he will finally become number 1 in a few years' time. Ince, I was having a little bit of trouble with Derby agreeing on a price. I didn't really want to pay more than 4 mil. End up having to. And what you'll see in the background is the pre-season friendlies. I'm not going to go into them that much. I always sim them. I never ever play them. So Butland wanted 45k a week and I just didn't really want to pay that. Unfortunately, he would not sign a contract unless I gave him 45. Same thing with Ince. I offered him 25, which he is on at the moment at Derby. He wanted 30 and would not sign unless I gave him 30. So I tried everything I could. Class them as crucial players because they will be crucial players. Again, they just wanted the money, so I went for 5k. I'm going to have to take them because at the end of the day they're going to be first team players. They're crucial players like I said before, and honestly I rate them a lot and I think they're going to give us some points in the Premiership, and I need some new players for the Premiership. The Premiership is a whole new level and my squad really needs a bit more depth and a bit more quality in the actual squad. So we win that game 2-1. Doesn't really matter. I tried to sell Mohamed Diarmi to Villa. Not too sure why Villa wants him, but I'm happy to get rid of him. He's not English and don't really want him in the squad being a Homegrown Heroes series. So Ince 30k a week, Butland 45 a week. They're the 2 players I'm aiming at this episode to get. They're the 2 players that I get this episode. There you go, sorted and done. Happy days. I've got a goalkeeper, so my 2 goalkeepers are Butland and Fraser. 2 fantastic players, and that's how I'm going to end this episode today, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please hit that like button, sub to me if you are new, and please leave some feedback below.